What is going on, Life Fitness Coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about my new announcement. Now, this one is, I'm fucking stoked. I'm not even going to pretend I'm not. When I sat down 11 years ago and I wrote down a vision, I wrote down that I wanted to write a best-selling novel. And I always held off on it because it never actually felt right. Like, my first goal was to write a book about overcoming adversity. And my intention was to track my journey to becoming a pro bodybuilder and then write that book. And then the more that I got into like fitness and I started online training, that just didn't really resonate with me. And so I held off. I held off because I didn't really feel like it was the right message. I didn't really feel aligned with it as I was writing it. It didn't feel good. So earlier on this year, actually, I started writing a book, and it turned out that it wasn't really a book. It was more like I just needed to let my past go. And I ended up writing about all the traumatic experiences that happened to me when I was a kid. And after I was finished writing it, I think it was like, I don't even know. It was like 50,000, 100,000 words, something like that. Once I was done writing it, I realized I was like, this wasn't a book for the public. Like, this is for me. So that I just never ended up doing anything with it because it was more so like a memoir of my past and kind of like letting go of some shit, like abusive stepfathers and fucking moving around from house to house and like feeling like I was like isolated my whole life. So like I was able to like let that go, but it wasn't the book. So Friday last week, I had an experience. I'm not going to tell you what the experience is until you read the fucking book, but I had an experience and something inside of me changed on a way that I can't begin to describe with words right now. There was a shift that happened inside of me that was permanent, and using words to describe what happened is almost impossible, which is why I need to write a book. So I'll tell you what the title of the book is, and I'll tell you what the concept is. The title of the book is called I Am Him. That's the title of the book. That's also related to the experience that I had. And if you guys check out my Instagram bio, I actually changed my Instagram bio to like I Am Him. And what I Am Him means to me is that like I am source consciousness. Like I am the creator. Like I am the fucking one. Like I am Him. And my whole life, I felt like I knew that I was Him. Like I felt like I knew like I'm the fucking guy, like I'm the fucking one, like it's me. But I always felt weird saying it because I didn't want to be judged by other people, because other people will look at me saying I'm Him and they're like, who are you to say that you are Him? Like, who the fuck are you? And so I would always just dampen my own light and not let myself shine because I didn't want to cause disruption in the world around me. Like I didn't want to cause a fucking ruckus. So even though in my fucking mind, I knew that I'm the fucking one. Like it's me. I'm Him. I'm source consciousness. I'm the creator. I'm universal intelligence. Like I am the fucking universe. It's me. Even though I knew that, I was afraid to say it because I didn't want to be judged by other people. But on Friday, when I had this experience, basically what I realized is like other people's opinions, none of my fucking business. And it's my responsibility to do what I was put on this planet to do. And the reason that I've had a hard time writing a book up to this point is because I needed to collect the life experiences that brought me to this fucking moment. And like, I've been in self-development now for like 11 years. Like I've been like meditating every day, doing my morning ritual, gratitudes, affirmations, visualizations. And I've been constantly seeking outside motivation my whole life. I've just been seeking outside inspiration. I've just been seeking motivational speakers to speak greatness into me. I've been like looking for people to give me the answer. And on Friday, I realized I'm the fucking answer. Like I'm the fucking answer. It's me. I'm the fucking one. So I spent my whole life looking for something that was actually inside of me. It's fucking crazy. So the title of the book is called I Am Him. And the premise of the book is it's called A Modern Day Guide to Becoming a Man Who Changes the Course of History. That's the premise of the book. It's called A Modern Day Guide to Becoming a Man That Changes the Course of History. So I'll tell you a little bit about what the book's about because I'm fucking pumped on it. What I'm doing is I'm collecting some of the greatest men that have ever walked the earth. Like I'm researching some of the greatest men that have ever walked the earth that have literally changed and shaped and molded our society to this day. And the guy that I looked up the other day, which was like absolutely insane, is Hammurabi. And a lot of you guys have probably never even fucking heard of it. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? Hammurabi. So Hammurabi was born in 1810 BC, so before Christ. And all of us live in a society and all of us subscribe to a set of like rules that this society fucking has. Like don't steal from your neighbor, don't cheat on your wife, you know, if you rob the liquor store, you go to jail. There's certain laws that are like, that we all have to abide by contract. So Hammurabi was actually the first fucking man to ever write law and instill law in society. And so he wrote down 282 laws that all of Babylon had to follow. And the way that he made it so that everybody in society followed law was he just put up these fucking stones, these like giant stones in the middle of like Babylonian squares so that nobody could pretend that they didn't know the law. And that became the law for Babylon. And not only that, that became literally the foundation of the legal system that we have today. I'm like, that is fucking crazy. And that was one dude. That was one fucking dude. One dude literally completely transformed how every person on this planet lives their life. That is such a fucking cool concept to me. So that's just one. And, you know, having one person create the foundation for a legal system, like imagine if there was no laws. Think about it. You could just wake up and do whatever the fuck you want. We'd have anarchy, we'd have lawlessness, we'd have increased crime, we'd have like vigilante justice. The world goes on. Like our society would descend into chaos, violence, and injustice. And there was literally one fucking dude that decided he was going to inscribe shit on a stone and put it in Babylon. And that became the precedent for like how people lived. It's crazy. And so he's one. I've got 10 names on the list that I'm researching. And so I'm in like, right now I'm in like research mode. I've got people that have changed the course of history in time. The next person I've got in this list is Jesus Christ, because whether or not you're religious, like our entire fucking timeline on this planet is based on when he arrived on this earth. Have you thought about that for a second? Like our entire timeline on this planet, it's 2024 right now. The reason that it's 2024 AD is because Christ's death is marked as the start of time. And then before Christ was marked as like before his time. So our entire life on this planet, everybody, the date that everybody agrees to is the day of the year was when he came to earth. There was before him and after him. And that was one man. That's fucking crazy to me. That is crazy. And so there's a lot of examples in human history of like great men that have changed the course of history just by being alive. And my intention is to find all of them. And my intention is to write about it. And I want to talk about like my own personal story and my own personal, like how I fit into this like craft and like why I feel called to speak about this. But that's my book. It's called I Am Him. I Am Him, the modern day guide to becoming a man who changes the course of history. Now, to be fully transparent, I have no fucking idea how long this is going to take. I have no idea. This is one of those projects that I have no intention of rushing. I've written books before, but I've written like ebooks and just like, you know, base level concepts. I've never gone as in depth as I'm going right now. So like, this is probably going to be a project that takes me a long time, but this is the reason I'm announcing it publicly is because it's fucking happening. Like it is absolutely 100%. It's already done. And I can see it in completion at this moment in time. I can see it done. And now at this point, it's just doing all the work that's required to make it a reality. Like for me, it's already written. And now I just need to take it out of universal consciousness and fucking download it into these chapters. So that's it. That's all. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm fucking excited. I'm writing a book. For those of you guys that are excited about that, let me know on my Instagram. Let me know that you listen to this podcast. I have no fucking clue when it's going to be out. All I know is that when it does come out, it's going to be a banger. All right. I'm not trying to write a book and not have it be a bestseller. Like this is going to be a fucking bestseller. Otherwise, I ain't fucking writing it. I'm Brian Mark. Everything I do is fucking awesome. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire lives. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.